Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Demon bringing you another game in the Clanwar between Vox Tempest Gaming, representing VT, is VT Attero. He's the blue Terran in the southeast position, and the opposing team will be Requiem Esports, and for them will be Darkcell, the pink Zerg. Yes. This is game 2 in their little series. First game was excellent and very intriguing, so if you haven't watched that, go watch it. This is on Shakuras Plateau, so they are opposite corners, southeast and northwest, so this could lend to be a much longer game. The interesting thing about this particular map is that, you know, you got the high ground of a high ground. You got to walk up the ramp and then up another ramp, so it makes it very difficult for Reapers to just like jump up over here and over here, because they can't do that. They have to go into here and then come up this, or maybe back here, or maybe from the back side, but I guess they could go this way and this way, but still. Let's bring up our production tab here for you so you can check out what's going on. We've got a barracks going down for Attero up in Darkcell's corner of the neighborhood, just continuing to drone up and get his things. We did have a little lag at the beginning. Andro was lagging out. If you didn't, I'm sure you've seen my games cast of him. Very good Protoss player. Darkcell, I'm pretty sure, is, if he's not number 1 in his league, in his division, then he is very darn close to it, Diamond. And probably the same thing for Attero, because these are some very high-level guys. The Vox Tempest Gaming is also a World of Warcraft gig. So we have the drone up here in Attero's base, checking it out, getting some scouting done while being chased around by an SCV. And so he has gotten a good scout and sees everything that's going on, which is nothing like you know, no cheese, no proxies. So he's feeling pretty safe now, although there is a engineering bay blocking the natural expansion for Darkcell, so this is going to cause a lot of problems because it's really going to delay his expansion, and especially when he wants to get a fast expansion done. So his pool has finished and he's sending out 4 Zerglings to take out the rest of that engineering bay, and if Attero has it timed right, he will cancel this to get his money back, and I think he just did that. So there goes the expansion for Darkcell. Much later than 13 though, or 14. He's almost at 22 now, so you can see how successful that delay was. Attero here choosing not to box in here with a supply depot and just get a reactor pretty quick. So we got a factory and a barracks here, so we might see them swap and pump out some early Hellions, or we might just see Marine tank, which is the favorite thing, but the factory is lifting off, so as soon as that reactors are done, I'm presuming we're going to see that barracks lift off. Yes, there it goes, and we are going to see some Hellion early pressure. Zergling coming in, we'll see that. Did he see that? Would be the question. Yes, he did see the factory with reactor, so that is going to make a big difference in how he is going to gear up for his early play. We do have a spine crawler going down right here, which will probably start here and then maybe come down here to block off the ramp, or we could just have a pair. They might just stay right here. My best guess would be that he would move them down here to definitely, you know, guard his double entrance. And yep, there picks up one spine crawler, and as it's going to move, plant itself right there at his, just before his main base's ramp, and protecting the expansion also. So with the queen here and that spine crawler, this could really help fend off any early Hellion harassment. We do have 2 Hellions coming in right now. Spine crawler's in position. The Hellions are going to try and take out that creep tumor, which they did. So the creep tumors are going to continue to do what they do. A second spine crawler is getting walked down here, so if it comes in time, it'll be able to do some damage. There aren't any drones out here yet, so there's not really too much that the Hellions have to kill, which is another smart move the Darkcell did, not transferring drones too early. So these Hellions are going to do what they can try and do there. The spine crawler is going to move and get almost into the mineral line. He does get pushed out of the way a little bit because he was walking away from the burning Hellions. Zerglings coming down here now to try and get a surround on the Hellion, but not being too successful. That also trying to delay the spine crawler, or the Hellions from killing the spine crawler, and the spine crawler does end up planting itself down. The Queen's going to come down here, and they're going to be a Hellion run by here by that Queen. She was trying to block the ramp, but the other Queen is going to come up here and try to help. This is a very successful harassment for Attero. Now those 3 Hellions are down, 1 left. No more seem to be rolling in. There is a pair of Vikings actually out now, which are working on the Overlords, so this is just constant pressure on Darkcell's base here. I don't know if I'd really consider him behind just yet, because he is managing to kill all of the pressure that is coming in. So he's lost some, but he's also managed to kill a good bit. So let's check out our units lost tab here, and we are actually dead even on the resources lost. Oh, not anymore. 1 more Overlord goes down, so that does put Darkcell at just a little bit more losses. So Spinecrawler moving a little farther up towards the ramp, so that way he can get a better hits on the Hellions if they should come up anymore. But it seems like he is done with the Hellion harass. He has put another factory on the he's building one on the reactor here. Got two more barracks going down and 2 factories down. One is on a tech lab, and it is researching infernal pre-igniters, and then he also has a starport for getting some Vikings here to help do that overlord harassment. The expansion's going down now for Attero, which is a good move, as has been keeping on this pressure. He's able to expand, so we do have 3 Vikings here at the backside that are just going to keep Darkcell really in a corner where it comes to moving his overlords around. They got to stay around the Queen to be protected. So we might have to wait to see what Darkcell can do about this. Ooh, the Vikings do land, and they start taking out some of the drones here, but the Zerglings and Queens are moving in to deal with that problem. Darkcell is actually leading ahead now in the units lost. He hasn't lost quite as many minerals, so he's doing a pretty good job at staying ahead. Let's check out our income tab here to see how they're doing, and Darkcell is actually leading in the income also. So this harassment was, you know, very powerful and very pretty successful, I would say, but it was a very costly investment and hasn't really paid off for Attero yet. Darkcell here is going to be taking over the map with his Zerglings, placing them at both watchtowers, and going to be pushing forward some to make sure that he can tell exactly when this Terran moves out. He is also going to be setting them at the expansions to, and he will see that dropship here filled with Hellions, so if he did see that, which he might not see it again, yes, he is going to see that Hellion, and actually are going to drop, and he does now know that there are Blue Flame Hellions on the field, so this could really change his game plan for the rest of the game, since he sees that there's not going to be necessarily a tank marine, but maybe more Hellion marine, which would be an interesting combination of units. Although he is now switching the 2 factories and the factory with the barracks, so we have 2 barracks with the reactors and 2 factories with tech labs. So we're going to see some Thors coming out. So a couple Hellions, some Thors, actually several Hellions now moving out. They're going to take out this creep tumor. The other 2 managed to get planted. The Queen is going to try and run away without getting burned to death. And the Spine Crawlers will help save the Queen. She does make it away with 44 health. The Hellions here are going to pull back.